Hey y'all, welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans. I'm Liz.
I'm Carolyn. I'm not by myself this week.
I know, I was going to say I'm back. It was a very busy December, y'all. A very busy December. We hosted a dinner party that we didn't cook for. A friend of ours cooked, but
He's
still hosted.
He's a chef.
Yes.
He's really good. Well, that's
for
his
fun.
job.
Yeah.
His hobby is chefing.
Yes. So had that, and then it was Christmas, and then it was New Year's, both of which we hosted. So
And
it
you
was
had
just
Ben's
a lot.
parents.
Yes.
So
Yes, we did.
we did, as I mentioned before, we did the train show at the Bronx Botanical Gardens, which I really loved. They had, do you see the model of the Hearst building?
Mm-hmm.
And I happened to, and they showed the Hearst, somebody there showed the Hearst building after it had been renovated, and they had saved the bottom portion. The top portion, all of those corner angles are different at each level. And one of the engineers from Manhattan College, a Manhattan College graduate, was the one who had been called upon to figure out those stresses and those angles. Because I went to a lecture that he gave about that. So it was fascinating to me because it dovetailed with a lot of things that some of my lived experiences. So that was a lot of fun. And then she held New Year's.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
And I worked all the week, so, nothing like...
Which is why she has a cold.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at least a little stuffed. Hopefully I'll be okay.
They turned on the heat at work, she says, so it could be dust.
Build up of dust on
could be.
All of this stuff.
Who
knows?
It could be.
That's what I think, at least, so we'll see. Because I haven't gotten worse.
Well, that's good.
So.
Anyway, humidifier.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing.
Head over a pot.
Yep.
Anyway, I've got a couple finished things.
I've got a few things, too.
Right.
The one thing is, for Christmas, I got a yarn and whiskey backpack.
Nice.
This is the pop-up project bag, but with backpack straps, and this is the mega size. And I'm really excited. I think it'll be really good for Vogue and for, like, Rhinebeck and Indie. Not that I walk around with a backpack at Indie, but you know what I mean. Currently, it has 2 sweater quantities in it, and there's still room.
I need to pack a backpack or 2 for Vogue.
Yeah. So, I think this will be... So, if you see me walking around with this, say hi.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a surprise that I got it so soon, because it only was ordered on the 22nd, and it showed up on the 24th.
Not bad.
Yeah, so that was exciting. Other than that, I just have projects. So what have you done?
So I did this. This was a giveaway.
It was in the Indie Untangled bags.
Yes. So this is from Yarn Farm Kingston, which is what the backing shows. And then they gave you the thread and the foam inside. And you were supposed to decorate the front, which I did roughly the way it was shown, and stuff it. And it is a pincushion. Just like
there.
Here. So I actually... I'm using it downstairs in the living room where I usually sit and do most of my crafting, at least my knitting, because I actually lie out on the sofa. I know I look like someone should be feeding me grapes, but it means that my arm, this right arm, is very loose. So it's easy to move with my knitting, and it's my favorite place to knit. And I have all my yarns, not on the floor, but in receptacles below me, and it works really well.
Yeah.
All right. Otherwise, I'll go to the...
I was going to say, I've been working on a whole bunch of things. Not a lot of progress, but right, Mojo is starting to come back.
Okay, this is finished. Nimmy.
Oh!
I finished her.
Cute.
Now, these are supposed to be knitting needles. They're somewhere in the house. I can remember they were mailed separately because apparently they came late, so they couldn't be included in the package. I found the mailing envelope they came in. There's no knitting needles in them.
Okay.
I have taken them out and put them someplace very special.
Very safe.
Very safe. So right now...
Did you check your underwear drawer?
Yes.
Oh.
So we now have toothpicks, fancy toothpicks,
Yes,
party
very fancy toothpicks.
holding the place for knitting needles. And obviously she is supposed to be finishing knitting her hat.
Yes.
And I actually did stuff her so that she stands up.
Yeah.
There are some... I wanted to get this done so badly during the Christmas week. And I really didn't do that well. I finished it the New Year's Day.
Okay.
In here are 2 plastic boxes, and I had gone to the grocery store and gotten hair clips, metal hair clips. So that's in one.
Okay.
And then I put some stuffing in that so it doesn't rattle. And then on top of that is a pumice stone to add weight. I was getting anything I could at the grocery store.
Yeah, you did. It's odd feeling in there, yeah.
But she stands.
But she stands up.
Look at
She's
that.
very cute.
Very cute. So I really liked it. And she did help me get in the Christmas spirit. What I found really helped a lot was that train show. So we're going to go to the train show in November next year.
Yeah.
So that I get my own trains out and put them up around a Christmas tree. So she has been on the mantelpiece downstairs since I finished her. So Savour, the Gnoment is done. And I'm my hands hurt. I can tell you because you're using fingering wool and size 1 and size 1.5 needles. So it's very tight, but it's a small project.
Yeah.
So you know it's going to be over. And it really flew. So I recommend it highly. That's a Miss Babs kit.
But it's from Sarah Schira, which is Imagined Landscapes. It's one of her gnomes. Yep.
Yeah. But I bought it through Miss Babs. So when you buy the kit from Miss Babs, you get the pattern paid for. So you get a code. Nice. And I'm really pleased. Very pleased.
Good.
Yes, so that's done. Please tell me what else you've been working on.
So I had to admit that my knitting has not been where it usually is at, nor has it been where I would have liked it to be at this fall. And
because of Nana?
Probably. I was joking around with some friends because the reading app I use, the tracking app, Storygraph, they do a yearly summary, and the wrap-up also has a mood chart on it. Just watch it. I'll show it to you all in just a minute.
Oh my god.
Can you tell when Nan died?
No, that was the funeral.
No, it's right here, August.
Yeah, August, but then...
Yeah.
From the things that's the mood of the things you're reading?
Yeah. Well, it was a lot of J.D. Robs.
Ah.
I read like 15 J.D. Robs in 2 months.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oops. So I had to admit to myself and others that knitting has not been where I wanted it to be. I thought I was doing okay because I knocked out that one sweater for Rhinebeck, but apparently not. So I have this swatch for this test knit for a sweater that I believe is being released soon. I have determined that I like the fabric of the smaller needle. I'm debating if I even go down one further needle size and swatch that to see if I get closer to gauge. Because right now I'm getting 19 stitches per 4 inches. And the pattern calls for 21. So I'm debating also just doing some little bit of math and just doing a slightly different size than I would normally do. Because I think that might be the option. Because I do like the fabric of the 19 stitches per inch. Or
yes.
19
And what
stitches.
is the choice?
It's supposed to be 21. So the question is, do I just do the math to figure out what my sweater size would be with the 19?
I would,
because I think going down another needle size will make it too tight. It'll make it too
like Gnoment here.
Yeah. So finally did that. Finally got opinions on that. So we'll keep that moving.
I have other things I've been working on, by the way.
So. Okay. The other thing that really, I was starting to get in the holiday mood. I decided I was going to use an old Advent and do a mystery knit with Advents. And I knit the first 2 sections.
And stopped.
No, even better. I'm in the second section. And I'm like, when is this section going to end? All of a sudden I run out of yarn. Because I'm knitting the 20-gram version. Want to know how big my minis are?
10.
15.
Oh, God.
So that promptly cut that off at the knees.
Well, no, you don't have, no. You know what you can do? You just move to the next color.
Well, no. What I did was I ended up ripping it out and I restarted it.
You can just go
I
to the
could
next
have,
color.
but I didn't.
All
So
right.
I ripped it out and I restarted, but that took me till like Christmas night to do that because I was like, I'm so frustrated with myself.
Okay.
So I'm still sort of working on that. I've got that, in my little bag. And then I've got one other thing in my bag that I've been working on. But what have you been working on, Mom?
All right. So I've been working on Shirley.
Uh-huh.
And I have attached the neck.
Ooh.
So the neck is going to be tacked down once I finish the bottom.
Okay.
I figure I have an inch more to go on the hem. And this is going to be my Vogue Knitting Live Sweat.
Ooh.
Because I have not worn anyplace else. And yes, there is a stray
thread
around, but that's to tack the back of the neck down. And then I'll use it to tack it at the shoulder, etc. But I think it looks nice, tight in the front. And I just like a 2-inch ribbed hem. So I've got about
probably an inch and a half.
I've got an inch and a half.
Yeah.
So I've got another ½ inch to go. So I might finish it tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
Then I've been a good girl.
Uh-huh.
I've done one of my homeworks for Vogue.
Oh, yes. I have done none of my homeworks for Vogue.
Well, I'm going to look
but I only have 2.
I wish you would check me again, because I think
I'll check before we leave.
I think I only have 3.
Okay.
And
we'll check before we leave.
I've done the first one.
Okay.
I figure if I do one a day, then I'll get them all done this week, and I can keep them in my Block Island bag.
Ah.
Yes. That is Block Island.
Nice.
Yes. North Light Fibers has gone out of business.
Oh.
So I had ordered that shawl I gave you for Christmas from them, and they had thrown in a bag. But I love it because it also speaks to our boating history. And that is the outline of Block Island. So I'm going to put my homeworks in the Block Island bag. I'll be using the India Tangle bag to kind of keep everything together. Oh, there's something on here. This thing. We need to figure out how it charges.
Okay.
Because I think it would hold a lot.
It does.
For Vogue.
It does. And I think it's this one. I think it's the C charger here.
Well, we could try it.
We can try it. Yeah, because I think it's that one. Because this is one where you can plug it in. I think it charges via the C.
Oh, all right. Excuse me while I run next door and plug this in. So I've done my homework. I worked on my Shirley. And you saw me just hook up some.
Yeah.
This is Rowan Cash Cotton DK. So it's cotton, polyamide, Angora viscose, and 9% cashmere. My Forcera project that I was working on with DK or worsted weight yarn. I think DK worked. I was working on it in wool. I was asked to make a summer vest.
Oh.
And I realized, and I was working on just to try to get gauge. Like, what is the gauge going to be and what size does it make? And suddenly it hit me like light dawning on marble head that if this is going to be a summer vest, it needs to be cotton, not wool. Otherwise, people are going to be dying of heat prostration. So I do have 150 yards.
Times 3.
No, 50 grams. Oh, 50 grams. 142 yards. So I've got 142 yards times 3. I should be able to make something with this.
I mean, yeah, you've got 420.
So total. 2 of these would be 100 grams, and it would be the equivalent of a skein. All right, so I'm going to try to make my top using just 2 of these. We'll see what happens. I've got an idea about something to do about support for the girls.
Okay.
Which I think will make it different than
what's out there.
Right.
Okay.
And so I have this I can work on. We will try.
We'll do that.
I'll wait.
After.
Yes, we'll wait on that. So anyway, it's like one thing about designing is that I love working with fingering weight wool.
Yes.
And when something doesn't immediately fit into that,
you get a little floundering.
I get a little flustered, and it takes me a while to work through things. I'm dyslexic, so working through problems. I mean, I'm lucky I was able to work through problems as well as I had in my career. And people ask me, well, how does that make it different? Well, you know, considering this is the only brain I've had, I have no idea what different is. So anyway, we will now start working on cotton.
Okay.
With the DK weight, which is a weight I think many people like working with. I can't remember the size hook, but I think it was a G or an H.
Okay.
So a decent size, and I've got that downstairs. So I will kind of, not go back 15 and punt. And we will keep figuring it out.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
So I picked up my Bats sweater again.
Oh,
I reached out to the designer and apologized profusely for my lack of completion. But then also explained that, death in the family and
knocked me for a loop.
Really did. So I have 8 more inches from the blue stitch marker to go. I think I'm trying to decide if I want to taper it down, because right now it's about here. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to taper it down or if I want to do a bell.
Do you have enough yarn for a bell?
I do have enough yarn. Well, because this right now it's pretty big. Yeah. So I would it's pretty big.
Oh, I think that would be stunning.
So I think
would do like a 3-inch cuff.
I was going to do a 2-inch cuff and do the bell like an inch before that, do the decreases.
Okay.
Or
not do any decreases at all.
And then just, cuff. But I have to decrease in half.
Yes, you do. At that point,
I think I have to decrease at least half of these stitches.
Yes, but I would talk about doing like a mega decrease. Like knit 1, knit 2 together, knit 1, knit 2.
That's what I was going to do.
And
then do a 3-inch.
That's what I would do. But
well, I figure
because you want to balance.
I was going to say I'm going to do another 3 inches.
Right.
And then I'll try it on again.
All right.
Because what I'm doing is I have a whole ball of yarn for both the sleeves, and then so I have one skein for the left, one skein for the right, and I still have a remaining ball that is still attached to the body. So I figure make the sleeves as long as I want them to be, because I want them to be full length.
And then go for the body.
And then I can go for the body.
Right. Which is what I do with the Shirley, because Shirley is supposed to have half or 3/4 sleeves, and I want full sleeves. I have more than enough yarn. This is the yarn that keeps on giving, because I bought it for like $1 a ball. And even when I finish Shirley, I'm going to have almost 2 full balls left.
Oh my goodness.
Of lace weight. So, but I'm going to put that away. I really have a table here of fingering and DK weight yarn that I need to figure out what I want to do with it. I mean, I have gorgeous stuff that I got at Indian Tangle this year. And honestly, I don't remember what my plan was. Yeah, so I'm going to have to, I'm going to do my work on my Forsera. And then I think I'm going to knit a few more patterns and then go back to designing, because I do have these ideas that are percolating in my head. So there's not enough hours in the day. Oh, and I have to tell you what I told Elizabeth, that I do play games on my iPad. And there are these 2 Japanese games, one of which I think I found out about through listening to Abby, the person on YouTube who does historical clothes. Abby?
Oh, Abby Cox.
Abby Cox. She said, "Oh, you got to try this game," and I went, "Okay," and I downloaded it, and I actually liked it.
The mystery one?
No, it's a combination of things.
Okay, cool.
You've got a thing where you're trying to build up your store,
Okay,
and you're this and you're that and the other thing.
Great.
Anyway, I then said, I'm having so much fun with this, I'm going to see if the company has any others out there. I found another one that it put out. So I started with that. Well, just 2 days ago, someone else in the game, who happens to be in one of the higher rated guilds in their game, texted me.
Well, messaged through the app.
Through the game, and said, "Do you want to join our guild?" I almost fell off the sofa. So anyway, it's the first time I've ever been invited to join somebody's group, and I'm thrilled.
Randomly on the internet. She has been invited by friends who...
Oh, yeah. Yes. But this is someone who knows nothing about me, who was just looking at my gaming behavior and decided that I would be an asset to their guild. I'm knocked out. I really am. So I'm really excited about that.
Good.
Anyway, yes, that's fun. Do I waste time? Yes, I waste time. Absolutely. But
are you also retired? Yes. Yes,
am.
you are.
And it takes me a while in the morning to get started. So I play these games while I'm waiting for my coffee to percolate through me. Anyway, if you're going to Vogue Knitting Live, you may see us around. I'm taking a lot of classes.
I was going to say, do we want to go through what classes we're taking? I have the spreadsheet.
But I also wanted to say that if you have to do anything that will affect your mobility, you should do it now.
Yes.
So you have time to heal. And I bring this up because I had an ingrown toenail.
Yes.
An impacted ingrown toenail. And the podiatrist, up until now, I'd just say, well, hack away at it yourself. Uh-huh. So I had, but it bifurcated and was digging into my toe. So I saw him on Friday, and he has now extracted part of my toenail. I managed to get to church today and read, but the foot hurt after church. So I'm glad I have this week and part of next week to recover. Yes. So I'm just saying as a caveat, if you have to do something that's going to affect you physically, do it as soon as you can. Yeah. So you can cover for Vogue. Yeah. That was the public service announcement.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So Mom will be there Thursday. I will be there Thursday night.
Well, you're coming in on Wednesday night.
I'm coming in with you at least to drop you off.
Oh, okay.
We have to figure that out.
I thought you might drive out here, pick me up.
And then we'll figure out if we're taking an Uber from my apartment or if...
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll figure it out. Because we don't need to park we don't need the car in Manhattan.
We don't. We really don't. And it's...
Because we can take an Uber to my apartment. And that's not a problem. I mean, even with congestion... Also, if anyone is about to come at me for congestion pricing, talk to me when we actually have a 2nd Avenue subway, which is what that's supposed to fund, which I'm very excited about. So, I'm more than happy to pay the Uber.
We're talking about Uber because I have a
Uber or Lyft
suitcase. Yeah. And let's revisit the fact that I'm 71 and a half, and I've had my toe nail bifurcated. I'm not dealing
with her and her suitcase on the subway.
Right. It would be a chance for me to fall down the subway is really what it would be. So that's out.
That's why
I'm okay on a subway when it's just me and my tiny purse.
Yes.
That's fine. But me in a suitcase is asking for trouble. Yeah. And I understand being better for the environment, but I think it's...
Still, this will be better than us taking one of our cars in.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Leaving space for all the people that have to drive in.
Yeah.
Yes. Like the people selling in the marketplace.
Yes.
Yes.
So, we'll figure it out.
I will be there on Wednesday night because I have a class that starts on Thursday. So I have classes Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I should have 8 classes, but I only have 3 homeworks.
We will check the homework.
Need to check
okay. So, Thursday, you have designing your own pie shawl or pockets. Which did you pick? Do you remember?
Oh.
Do you have your phone?
I have to go get my phone.
Or we can look at the
email. Okay.
Email may have it. Let's see. What is it called again? Vogue. I know, we're so high tech. We totally have this ready for everyone. Yep. We totally prepared. Oops.
Click here.
Where is it? Click here to look at your registration here. Do you remember what your password is?
I just hit log in. See, downstairs it takes my picture and logs in.
Okay.
Let me get...
No, it's fine. Well, we can look another time. Yeah. You just sent it to me with the link. It didn't have anything.
All right. Why don't you talk to them while I get my...
Okay, fine. So, Mom's going to take classes on Thursday. I have classes on Friday. So, with me having a new job, and the fact that my building is about ready for TCO, I had decided not to take any classes on Thursday. But we're taking the same classes on Friday. So we have 8 a.m. ladder back to card with Amy Detchgen. And then we have a lecture with Shirley Payton, the 4 steps to a successful design. And then on Friday, the marketplace opens. And so that's exciting. The marketplace is going to be it should be really good this year. So that's Friday. And now that Mom's back, we can look up the Thursday class that you picked.
All right, we'll keep talking because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Friday starts the marketplace in the evening. So we should be done with our lecture at about 5. We'll go down to the vendor hall and check it out. So yeah. Just it's from September. Hold on here. Oh, that one was to view or modify. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, here we go. All right.
There.
So you've got designing your own half pie shawl, and that one is with Safia Talay, who is drunk knitter, who we had a class with last year.
She's good.
Yeah. And then you have German short rows, which is with Mina.
Yes, that's the homework I did.
Okay. I already talked about Friday, which is ladder back to card and
that's
steps.
Homework.
That has homework with Amy.
Right.
And then we have a lecture. So you don't have a class in the afternoon on Friday. We have the lecture.
Oh, well, that's good.
So we have time to breathe. And then Saturday, we're both taking pattern hacking with Mina. And then I'm taking Darn It, repairing your holes in your knitwear.
Okay.
And you're taking...
Create a sweater sloper.
Create a sweater sloper with Safia again.
Oh, good.
Or Safia. Safia? I can't remember how she pronounces it.
I don't remember.
Drunk knitter.
Right.
And then Sunday, I have ergonomic efficiency of English type knitting, aka throwing, with Carson Demmer, Carson.
Right.
And
I
then
have his book.
And then you have designing a cardigan, part 1 and 2, with Vivi Basile.
All right, so I should see if we can get a late checkout.
Yes.
Okay.
If possible.
If possible.
Yes. That would be most helpful.
They sent me a little email today.
Me too.
And so I'm thinking...
Or it was yesterday. I got one yesterday.
Maybe yesterday I found. So
yeah.
It would be very helpful to have a late checkout.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, so this is...
Yeah.
This is what we need now.
Oh, and the other thing to know is the marketplace is open all day on Saturday, which is from 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. But on Sunday, it's only open from 10 a.m. to 2:15 p.m. So it is closing early on Sunday.
Oh, this says things to bring. Worsted weight DK or fingering. Well, as long as I bring extra yarn. All right, so we'll have to go through this and just check the homework.
You've got that one.
That one I know about.
Pattern hacking does it. Successful does it. This one, yeah, no. No, pattern hacking just has, yeah.
Yes.
And then designing a sweater sloper. Oh, this is your... You have homework.
Yeah, so that's the only 3 homework.
Hold on, no, you missed a class. No homework. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Just make sure I bring measuring tape.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I got it right. And I've done one of the 3.
Good.
So that's good. And I have the other 2 on my phone.
Good.
Yes, I sent them...
To yourself?
To myself.
Good.
So I have them in my email.
Nice.
Here it is, see?
Oh, yes.
And it's disappeared down the page.
It's okay.
So here's one. Here's another one.
Good.
So anyway, at least are good. At least I'm that organized. So that is excellent. And we'll be getting this information at registration.
We should.
Yes, we should. We probably should print that out.
I figured next week I will, or Wednesday. Next Wednesday I will.
All right.
Because they should have they don't have the booklet yet online.
No, but if we don't have, I mean, we should come in with something.
Right, but they don't, the thing I'm worried about is knowing where the classes are, and that hasn't been released yet. Like what room things are in. Because that was what did print on our things last time.
And we had to go back.
Yeah.
I've tried to save this a couple times, and it doesn't quite go. It doesn't save that screenshot.
Right.
I don't know why. Anyway, do we have anything else? I have ends to weave in, but I need to do another 1/2 inch on my sweater.
Oh, I did bring something else to discuss because
I did too.
I might lean into the chaos. So, as I was looking at my advents, I found this one from Leroux Crochet.
Oh, how pretty!
Which is quite pretty. It's also it's quite a lot.
Silk?
No, cotton.
Ah,
yeah. It's quite bold. It's a lot. I really enjoy it. I'm debating making a Enchanted Mesa sweater, which is so that's the full.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's the full set. And I'm thinking of making an Enchanted Mesa sweater, which is a Stephen West.
I thought so.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost my mind, Mom. This is what I mean when I say
You're catching up to yourself.
I'm leaning into the chaos. Like this is a chaotic thought. But that.
Yes,
yeah.
I love it.
I think that in a advent calendar would be, or in an advent would be so fun. So we might lean into the chaos of it and just do it. Why not?
Oh, I think I was trying to make one of his sweaters years ago, and I never got very far with it. I need to sit down and do it. I don't know whether I talked about these or not by myself. This is
you
the game.
mentioned them, but you didn't take it out. Oh, very cool.
See, so it's kind of a girl game.
Yeah.
Anyway, I bought myself. I gave her a hand-and-lot
kit,
which I don't believe is on velvet. I think it's on canvas.
No, I think mine's on canvas. Yeah.
Right. Well, these are on velvet.
Oh.
So we can get them open without spilling it all over the place.
Oh, wow.
And what I want to do is make a purse out of it.
Oh,
yes. Evening purse. So this is the base that you do. And what I have to do is I have to get my muslin out because you don't rack this.
Oh.
You rack your muslin.
Okay.
And then you base this
to the muslin. Okay.
Because you will ruin the velvet.
Yeah.
And so this is all to be done with gold work.
Okay.
So they send out gold thread, gold spring wire, gold beads.
Oh.
And they send out wax. So they tell you your thread should be wax. They send the wax. I'm loving the fact that it is really all inclusive.
Except for the frame. That's awesome.
So you don't frame your velvet.
And did they send needles?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Hey.
So everything is there, which is very exciting. So I'm not touching this until I do my Forsera.
Uh-huh.
But after that, all bets are off.
Okay.
And of course, I still haven't finished my Christmas Angel, but
No, but you know.
I did finish that one of Lake Como. So,
Uh-huh. Very cool.
so anyway, I got this. So that is called the Wheat Sheaf.
Uh-huh.
Something's caught. And then this is the moon. This is called the Harvest Moon. So I figure one of these on one side and one on the other, and it would make a lovely evening purse.
Yeah. Very cool.
There we go.
Oh, very cool.
So what you do is, yes, it's not like starting your very own design, but you outline these things. You work within that. There's a bird here that you will actually do a lot more of the work on. You outline. You use some of the beads to create the stars.
Very
but
cool.
They have given you the outline. So it really is.
It's a lot more accessible.
It's holding your hand while making it accessible to
which is
more
nice.
people, which is very nice, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
So I have those.
Nice.
Yes, I'm very happy with that. And who knows when it'll get done, but you know, I
fine.
never worry about what to do during retirement. I really don't.
No. Because you always have something.
I always have something to do.
Yeah.
And the designing certainly has piqued my interest. So I will work on my Forsera. We'll get now that I know that I have found cotton, which makes a lot more sense for summer. I will get back at it.
Okay.
So anyway, what else do you have, my dear?
That's about it.
That's about it.
I'm trying to keep knitting and reading and just keep trucking.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know, keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Yep. That is what we're doing.
Picture. So we'll say to everybody, weaving those ends, we hope we see you at Vogue Knitting Live.
Yeah.
Please say hello if you see us.
Definitely.
Because you know that you know us. We don't know that you know us.
Yep.
And so telling us who you know, where you know us from would be nice. And we really do hope that we see you there. By the way, Asylum Fiber is going to be having some beautiful yarn there.
I know.
I've been watching her feed, and I'm going to save some for me.
Nice.
Yes, a week and a half. Can I put on another sweater between now and then so I don't feel bad? Probably not. Oh, and Anthropology was having an incredible sale.
Oh.
I have gotten a mini dress in, which I will wear over slacks.
Okay.
Which is white, so it's perfect for the trip to St.
Oh, very
Thomas.
nice.
And then there's a long dress that zips up that has shirring at the waist.
Okay.
But it's brown. I'm thinking of dyeing it black.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll figure that out. And that's about it. So the holidays are over. Deep breath. Deep cleansing breaths. Get yourself ready for 2025.
And those who celebrate Orthodox Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yes, one of our parishioners stood up today and told us about Orthodox Christmas. So yes. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Chinese New Year's coming up soon.
Yes.
Yes, beginning of February, I believe. Yes.
So yeah.
All kinds of holidays.
Yes. But next one we all have is Vogue.
That's right.
So
all right.
See you all later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.